My name is Abe Brown, and I'm an author, I'm a speaker, and I'm a coach. I'm sharing this video with you today out of a passion to inspire and influence people. My wholehearted desire is to live fully, to love authentically, to serve gratefully, lead effectively, and make a difference. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. We're going to be starting a little series called Living a Limitless Life. Now, if you're like most of us, you've experienced being inspired at one time or another and then seeing it fade. We've all listened to an amazing story and been inspired to make a change, make new choices, or make a difference. Or we've experienced the thrill of brainstorming an innovative business idea, or creating a new partnership, or developing a new relationship. Or we've spent long days, maybe in sleepless nights, channeling boundless energy into creating a new product, or writing a book, or simply strategizing, planning, and dreaming. Now, sometimes, here's what's happened to many of us. After a first burst of inspiration, we tend to lose momentum. That initial burst of inspiration comes up against the crush of life and hardship and adversity, and it quickly diminishes. And we've all been there. We've all been inspired and seen that inspiration fade away. We struggle to experience what I call a limitless inspiration. Now, when we lose our inspiration, we can experience the following, and they all start with the letter D. The first thing is that we grow disillusioned, disheartened, discouraged, disenchanted. Our momentum is sapped. Being disillusioned can be incredibly unhealthy mentally and emotionally. But the second thing that happens when we lose our inspiration is we become distracted. We lose our focus. Distraction sets in and nothing gets done. Distraction can be unhealthy professionally and financially, and especially in organizations. I mean, people in organizations that are distracted act a lot like a rocking horse. Lots of activity, but they don't actually get anywhere. The third thing that happens to us when we lose our inspiration is we stop dreaming. Dreams are critical fuel for our mental, emotional, physical, financial, professional, spiritual health. Without them, we drift along, void of purpose and meaning. When you've been inspired and lost it, it becomes so hard to dream the next time. I've been there, trust me. Now, in 2010, my book, Getting Where You Need to Go, was published. But a lot of people don't know that I started writing Getting Where You Need to Go way back in 2002. Now, it's not that it took me 8 years to write a book, but when I started writing it, I was all inspired and excited about this book that was going to change the world. So I dove in, I wrote the outline, I wrote the first 40 pages. I was so jacked. Then my life completely crashed. I went through major turmoil, major transition, and I put on the shelf, if you can believe it, for 7 years. It wasn't that I lost the ability to write, but my inspiration was gone. And it wasn't recovered until I had a coaching session with someone which transformed my life and restored my inspiration. Literally 6 months after that coaching conversation, the book was printed and in my hand, ready for sale. When I lost my inspiration for those 7 years, I was disillusioned, distracted. I wasn't dreaming anymore. But when I got my inspiration back, my talent was harnessed, and I wrote a book in 6 months, which still impacts people all over the world. The good news is, since then, I have discovered a place of limitless inspiration. I was up and down with inspiration until I discovered this thing called limitless inspiration. You can find a place where your inspiration does not end. Think with me for a moment about people like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Steve Jobs. These were people whose inspiration didn't come and go. They had limitless inspiration. Highly successful people who have limitless inspiration. They don't get disillusioned for long. They don't get distracted for long. They don't stop dreaming. They cultivate mental and emotional resilience and behaviors that breed success. Wayne Gretzky, he would play hockey on his backyard rink before and after school every single day. Michael Jordan spent his off seasons taking hundreds of jump shots every day. Cy Young award-winning pitcher Roy Halladay routinely did a 90-minute workout before practices. Highly successful people with limitless inspiration have developed great habits and mental and emotional resilience. When we experience limitless inspiration, we experience personal success. We're healthy mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Could you imagine what your life would look like with limitless inspiration? We also experience professional success. Professional success in our career, in our finances, in our sphere of influence. What would your life look like if you had professional, limitless inspiration? But the third thing we experience, we have limitless inspiration, is profit success. In other words, we start making some money. We have some abundance that begins to flow, enough to meet our needs, but also the needs of other people around. What would your life look like from a profit perspective with limitless inspiration? So how can we experience what I call limitless inspiration? Let me share with you what I call the ABCs of limitless inspiration. The A stands for alignment. Alignment with yourself and with your life fit. Now here's the question. What is your specific destiny as an individual? What is the destiny of your company, your organization, or your group? A lot of people just live their lives, kind of going from one thing to the next. They don't stop to consider what their specific destiny is. Now, I call this, in my book, Getting Where You Need to Go, your life fit. You know, Clement Stone said, when you discover your mission, you'll feel its demand. It will fill you with enthusiasm and a burning desire to get to work. I'll tell you what, folks, the greatest tragedy is not death, but it's life without a reason. It's dangerous to be alive and not know why you are given life. When you lose your why, you can say goodbye. And so this whole concept is what I call your life fit. This is your unique combination of passions, your personal mission, your calling, what interests you, your personality, your gifts, your talents, your experiences. This is your personal shape, that place in your life where you're true to yourself. This is your life fit, your unique and distinct shape. Every one of us is a work of art, and we each have a unique life fit. You're happy and content and effective when you flow with your life fit because you're unique. You're complex. We're all a composite of many different factors. And so when we do what we were designed to do, I'll tell you what, we're flowing with the grain of our life fit rather than against it. When your life fit doesn't match the role that you're playing in life, you feel like a square peg in a round hole, frustrating yourself and other people. Not only does it produce limited results, but what a waste of your time, your energy, and your talent. Abundance always flows from alignment. When you align with yourself and your life fit, you are propelled to authentic success because abundance flows from alignment. The second key to limitless inspiration is what I call becoming. This is continual learning and personal professional development. Now, I believe we need to be far more tethered to the concept that we're continually changing and evolving and developing marketable skills than being tied to the concept of one profession or career. We need to embrace this mindset of change and continual growth to constantly develop more marketable skills. The need for personal and professional development has never been greater. Our only real income security is our ability to evolve and develop more marketable skills. The more marketable skills we have, the greater our income potential. Every time you and I develop a new marketable skill, we break through another financial ceiling. One last thing about this whole area of becoming, continual growth. We reproduce what we are. So in 5 years, you'll become exactly what you're doing and reading and creating today. The only difference is you'll be 5 years older. So if you're not happy today with your outcomes, start something new right now because you will reproduce your today in your tomorrow. Again, we reproduce what we are. And so to experience tomorrow, what I want to experience, I need to begin to create it today, both personally and professionally. What's one thing you can do today that your future self will thank you for? The third key to limitless inspiration is connection with people who empower you. I'll tell you what, in spite of all the blessings of the online world, there's nothing like gathering together and experiencing real-life connection with real-life people to catalyze a change within your life. I'll tell you, human beings are social animals, hardwired to connect with others. Research across a wide variety of disciplines consistently demonstrates that social support enhances our productivity, our psychological well-being, and even our physical health. In fact, George Vaillant, Harvard professor of psychiatry who directed the world's longest continuous study of physical and mental health, he was asked what he had learned from his 40 years of research. He said this, "The only thing that matters in life are your relationships with other people." Connecting with healthy people is crucial. Often people's inability to cultivate and nurture networks of friends and relationships totally hinders them. Our network will equal our net worth. See, a 4x5 relay team runs the mile 2 seconds faster than an individual runner. If you want speed, you need a team. Your strength is in a network. A one-person team is never, ever enough. So here's what's really inspiring. We're going to provide all of these ABCs for Limitless Inspiration at the Inspiration and Influence Conference in Calgary, Alberta, Canada on October 18th and 19th, 2014. We're going to provide alignment. We're going to help you to align with yourself. Secondly, we're going to give you some tools to help you continue to learn and grow both personally and professionally. And I got to tell you this, folks, we're going to connect. You're going to connect with some amazing people who are like you, who will empower you, who will support you, who will build you up. Have you lost your inspiration? You can find it at the Inspiration and Influence Conference. The Inspiration and Influence Conference is coming, as I said, on October 18th and 19th, 2014. And our whole focus is empowering your inspiration and elevating your influence personally, professionally, and globally. Our focus is going to be on personal alignment. It's going to be on professional clarity. It's going to be on skills development. And it's going to be on tools and expertise development for entrepreneurs, leaders, businesses, authors, speakers, coaches, executives. I'll tell you what, we've got some amazing and impactful speakers who have actually done something. And so they've got a story to share. And we're going to be sharing, and they're going to be sharing what they learned with us at the Inspiration and Influence Conference. And on one of the nights of this conference, we're going to have a gala connecting and networking event that's going to blow your mind. And so please go to inspirationandinfluence.com for more information. Now, leading up to this conference, I want to share a little bit more training on living a limitless life. In a few days, I'm going to be sharing a new video, which I call the formula for profound positive influence. We're also going to have some other videos from our other conference co-chairs, Rena Chong and Dietrich Demarais. I really want you to get these videos, and I really want you to learn more about the Inspiration and Influence Conference coming up. So please watch these videos on living a limitless life. And I would be so grateful if you could help us make these videos even better by leaving your comments below and tell me how you liked today's video. If you like this video, please hit the like button below, and please go ahead and share this video. Register now. Our early bird registration expires on August 31st. And of course, I need to tell you about the fact that you get a discount if you bring a partner, if you bring a group, if you bring a friend. So mark your calendar now. Thank you for watching this, and make sure you tune in to our next video. Thanks so much, folks. Go out there, live fully and love authentically, and make a difference in every opportunity that you can.